There's gas in them there hills, and oil and gas companies are investing billions of dollars in our region to bring it all to the surface. Hundreds of energy companies and their suppliers even formed their own trade group, the Marcellus Shale Coalition, to advance the industry's interests across the entire shale footprint, which covers parts of 4 states. At the same time, there's been frustration among smaller companies across our region. Many believe they have the goods and services that would be of value to the industry, yet they've had a hard time cracking the market. The Shale Coalition is responding with a new website that's designed to make it all just a little bit easier. Steve Forde's back with us. He's Vice President of Policy and Communications for the Marcellus Shale Coalition. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Bill, thanks for having me.
All right, so how did this new web presence come about?
Well, as you say, there has been an absence of a connecting body that enables the natural gas industry to connect more closely with Main Street, to smaller suppliers or to hotels, restaurants, hardware stores, all the Main Street type businesses that have really felt a positive economic impact related to the Marcellus Shale development that we're experiencing in southwestern Pennsylvania and throughout Pennsylvania in this region. And this is a site intended to make that connection. Okay,
and the site, I think we can pop it up on the screen, but it's called what?
It's marcellusonmainstreet.org. And it's recently been launched and is populated with many small businesses from our part of the Commonwealth, across all of Pennsylvania and across this entire Marcellus region, and looking to add more members to it anytime there's an interest.
Okay, so it will hit the other states where the shale formation is and where this activity is going to be going on. But it really is kind of a site for those more retail type businesses, the Main Street businesses, to really plug into all of this?
Exactly. It's a website for, it could be small manufacturers. Many of those are already members of the coalition itself. But for the Main Street businesses where it really doesn't make sense for them to join a large trade association, but they're seeing positive benefit from Marcellus Shale production. They want to identify themselves as a pro-industry, pro-American natural gas firm, and they want to make their services available and more apparent to the natural gas industry that is making decisions on where to buy hardware, where to stay when they're in town for business, where to eat when they're in town on business. And this provides an opportunity for those firms and for those businesses to really raise their presence a bit within this industry and provide, frankly, a service for our member companies as well to know where they're in friendly territory.
Well, and it really is a reflection, I guess, the multiplier for this kind of activity. You have the folks like that work for an energy company, and then you have the folks who work for the companies that supply the energy companies, and you have all those folks that sell things to the people who work for the first 2 groups. And this sounds like it really begins to hit
absolutely
that opportunity.
I mean, in many ways, this is I've often described it as kind of a business school case study that we're living out. Just seeing that Marcellus Multiplier from the exploration and production company, which is responsible for getting the natural gas, to the pipeline and midstream firms that get that gas to market, to, of course, the distribution companies, but then all of the supply chain firms that are involved in helping this business operate the way it does, and now the Main Street businesses as well that have seen just as much economic activity, and those that have been innovative to convert their businesses and tailor a bit more to this emerging industry here in Pennsylvania. This is a real opportunity for them to showcase themselves and to place a greater spotlight on that Marcellus Multiplier.
Now, so how's this new site going to work? Small business, you want to be listed there, you can literally go to the site.
Go to the site, right at the top of the site. There's a Join Now button. Click that, fill out some information. That information is delivered back to us at the coalition. We activate a unique page for every particular business that is listed on this site. You can have upload an image, whether it's a logo. You can upload a photo of your business itself. You can also add some testimonial. Maybe you want to tell the story of why your business is succeeding and experiencing positive impacts of Marcellus development. Place that along with the contact information on the site, and then there's an interactive map, so you can have mappable directions to the individual businesses that are listed on the site as well. So if you're staying in Canonsburg, on business, you're going to know that there might be a hotel nearby, get directions to that hotel, and there's an app as well that's available on smartphones. So it's really interactive for folks that are on the road as well.
And so the trick is, though, you got to have traffic to the site of people to use all of this. So you can be reaching out through your member companies, through the industry, to try to make them aware that this service exists.
Absolutely. Our member companies, we have about 300 of those, of course, are they're our primary customers, and they're the ones that we're here to serve. And and raise the level of awareness around the services that they provide and the products that they provide. They are going to certainly be able to work with their contractors and suppliers to get them greater exposure to this website as well. And then frankly, we've been working with many of our chamber partners here in southwestern Pennsylvania and across this entire region. The Chamber in the North Hills and Cranberry area hosted a rollout that we had this past Tuesday for the Marcellus on Main Street site in Cranberry. Also the Washington County Chamber of Commerce as well hosted a similar reception where we allowed businesses in those communities to network with one another and network with this industry. So the site is the hub of the activity, but the networking is really the important part of all of this.
Very cool. Website again, name of it?
Marcellus on Main Street, and it's at marcellusonmainstreet.org.
Okay, easy enough to remember, I think. Steve Forde from the Marcellus Shale Coalition. Thanks so much. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And we'll be back in a minute with more of our region's business. Stay with us.